EA Sports College Football 25 dropped a bombshell today. They dropped a lot of news. It was kind of cool to see everybody kind of incorporating EA's catchphrase, "It's in the game." Like you'll see schools say, yeah, Clemson's in the game, or some of the commentators that are in the game will say, yes, I'm in the game. I thought it was kind of cool that they did that. Before we get into this video, I want to shout out to everybody who watched the last video that I put out on the game. Definitely didn't expect almost 10K views and almost 150 subscribers. I truly appreciate you all. And as always, make sure you guys, whenever you have some free time, go subscribe to @the CFB Nation. It's the fastest growing college football platform on YouTube, and I am the owner of it, so you guys should check it out. We do a lot of dope content over there. So let's get into the news. All 134 teams have confirmed they'll be in the game. That's all FBS teams. Unfortunately, we haven't heard any news on FCS teams, but it doesn't look like they're going to be in the game. Starting today, roughly 11,000 players can start opting into the game and will receive a $600 stipend and a free copy of that game. I know my boy Jalen said there isn't a price he's willing to pay to get the game, and I'm with him, man. I might gotta go to a local GameStop or something, man. Put $200, $300 extra dollars in somebody's pocket. I want the game as soon as possible. On a bit of a sadder note, and I don't know why this made me so upset, but coaches aren't going to be in the game. Now, there's two ways to look at this. The first way, and it's the way I looked at it, coaches were in the original game, why not now? But then another way to look at it is, does they really matter? And EA confirmed that teams' play styles and their playbook will be very similar to their real play style. So that was something nice to see. And another way to look at it is, man, so many coaches are leaving the sport exponentially. Hey, maybe there is a reason not to put them into the game. But I think it'll be kind of cool when you start your dynasty. You make your coach. It'll be a generic coach, and you'll be able to make your own coach. So I think that'll be pretty cool. So confirmed commentators in the game. I was excited about this. I know a lot of you all were upset that Gus Johnson isn't in the game as a commentator. He does such a great job at bringing excitation to the sport. But this is a good list of commentators. We got Kirk Herbstreit. A lot of us knew that already. Chris Fowler, who was in the original game with Kirk Herbstreit, and also Lee Corso. But we haven't heard any news on Lee Corso. David Pollock will be in the game. I'm a huge fan of David Pollock. I didn't like the way that ESPN let him go. I thought he did a pretty decent job there, but I don't know everything that went on there, but I'm just happy that he's in the game. Jesse Palmer's in the game and Kevin Connors is in the game. My speculation is there'll be a couple different crews for the game. I don't know if there'll be something that you can select. If you guys remember NCAA Basketball 10, they had an ESPN crew and the CBS crew, and it kind of gave like a great feeling when you're playing the game. You could have it random back then, or you can select it. Like, I may go like 3 games to the ESPN crew, then I switch it over to the CBS crew. So I don't know if it'll be something like that, like major games, like, A-tier games will get Kirk Herbstreit and Chris Fowler. Maybe like B-tier games will get like a Kevin Connors and David Pollock. Or, maybe it's only one commentator crew and that they'll have like a college game day experience. So I'm only speculating, nothing concrete yet, but I do know that those commentators will be in the game. No individual face scans for year one, just like the original game. NCAA 14, we got like these avatars. Some of the avatars, they will at least try to make it look like them. Not really look like them, but, have similar traits. Like, if somebody has longer hair, they had longer hair, same skin color, etc., etc. So that doesn't bother me much, because there's probably more avatars in Madden 24 than there is face scans. So it is what it is. The game will not allow players who didn't opt in, who essentially opt out, to be created. So I don't know if EA is going to have a system where somebody's name is a curse word or something like that, like they had on Madden. If you guys remember, if you played Madden 20, was it 2? Might have been Madden 22, or was it Madden 23? It was Madden 20. Yeah, it was Madden 23, and you like had the little roster class. None of the rosters ever said Hendon Hooker's name because of his last name. So you couldn't even put it in there. So a lot of people have to like spell it differently in order to put his name in there. So it might be something like that where it just won't allow it. Schools are sending over, and this is big news, a plethora of assets So the tradition and pageantry will be in that game. And it's kind of like the more the merrier. I tell you, if I play that game, and I'm using Virginia Tech, and that Into the Sandman is on there by Metallica, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. But if it is, that'll be super crazy. So it's great that some schools are sending out all of these assets, and they're able to get these little details like down to how the seats look. I think that'll only just make the game better. RTG and Dynasty confirmed in EA. A lot of us already knew this. And they said there will be some facet of NIL and transfer portal. I can't wait to see how it actually is. You guys probably know already. I'm hoping for a lot of chaos. So that's what I got for you today as far as the latest intel on EA Sports College Football 25. The next video, I'm going to be talking about the top teams, but not just the top teams. I think the teams that I'm going to utilize in the game and the A, B, C, D tier that I use. Like I'm gonna have a team that I use like top tier teams. You know, if an opponent getting a top tier team, or like a B tier game, somebody's getting a pretty decent team, C and D, so on and so forth. The episode after that, I'm going to show you guys how I go about creating a playbook, but more importantly, creating a play call sheet. I actually get it printed out, and I also go get it laminated as well. I do it for Madden. I'm damn sure doing it for NCAA. And depending on the team I use, I may end up having 4 or 5 of them. Can't wait to see you guys next time. Y'all take care.